Hello my lovelies, it's Sue Verhoeven here. I'm doing this video for you today because I have some excellent tips. A lot of us are actually on a health kick at the moment, and some people, you know, they have a lot of weight to lose, they have a lot of health benefits to gain, and they are doing something for the first time that they maybe haven't done for a very long time or maybe ever at all. So primarily what I'm going to talk about is losing weight and sticking to the program that you're on, sticking to your guns and getting to your goal. But these techniques could be used, for example, if you've decided to do a fun run or a charity run or run a race, yet you've never exercised before or you haven't been to the gym for decades, or perhaps if you're trying to get back out into the dating game after being single for a very long time. These principles will work, but I'm actually talking about dieting. So some people have a very long way to go. They have lots of weight to lose, or they have lots of health benefits to gain by changing what they're doing. And when I'm talking about dieting, I'm not talking about, you know, going on a diet. I'm talking about changing your eating habits so that you become more healthy. And when you become more healthy, you lose weight if you have weight that you need to lose. So a lot of people struggle with this. A lot of people don't get to their end goal because when you're looking at where you are now and where you want to be, your dream weight, your dream health, your dream sort of healthy lifestyle, the gap is so big that it becomes emotionally very difficult, because you attach a lot of emotions to all the work that you're going to have to do to get to your goal, and it becomes insurmountable. So dieting is easy, you know, it's easy. There are a list of stuff that you can eat and there's a list of stuff that you shouldn't eat, and you need to stick to the things that you've decided that's what you want to do and that's how you're going to get to your goal. But it's the emotions you attach to the work you have to do that makes it so difficult. So my first tip is you need to change your focus. Don't focus on this massive gap. Focus on today. Focus on the minute-to-minute things you do and keep those on track, and the rest will look after itself. So change your focus from looking at the engulfing gap of where you are now and where you want to be. Because when you're going through a process of changing your behavior, whatever it is, it's tough and it's difficult. So focus on the things you're doing day to day. So that's my first tip. The second tip is probably when you're changing your eating habits, and certainly if you're overweight and you have a history of overeating or eating too much or picking or grazing, quite a lot of the time you'll do it subliminally. You'll find yourself eating, picking at something. So what I want to introduce again, I have mentioned this in some of my videos before, is Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. So when you find yourself hanging off that fridge door looking for something to eat and it's actually not time for you to eat, or you're looking at something which possibly isn't what you should be eating, I want you to take the 5-second rule. So you count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what that does is it takes this subliminal action from the back of your head and it engages the prefrontal cortex, which is where you make all your conscious decisions. And it'll make you aware of what you're doing. Okay, so that's the second tip. The third tip is to have a look at what all the things are that trigger you to do the things that have got you where you are now, that you want to break those habits. So take a pen and paper and list down all the things that make you eat. Okay, so that could be picking leftovers from your children's plates if you've got children, finishing up their leftovers, or you know, just having one of those fish fingers, you know, cooking an extra one for yourself or whatever. I know that's something I used to do. You know, do you eat when you make a phone call? Do you eat, always have some biscuits when you're having a drink? You know, do you eat in front of the television? Do you eat after dinner? You know, do you eat first thing in the morning before you have breakfast? Do you have 2 suppers? You know, do you always buy chocolate bars when you fill your car up with petrol? You'll know when those are, okay? So, you know, it might be when you're feeling bored, it might be when you're feeling a bit down, it could be all sorts of reasons. So really have a think and write down when it is you actually eat. When do you go for that packet of biscuits? When do you go for that bowl of popcorn? Okay, write all of those down. So you need to assess where all your triggers are so that you know where they are. And once you've got that list written, the next thing that you want to do is you want to adopt something called if-then planning. Now, if-then planning has been scientifically proven to make you 3 times more successful at what you're doing. So you're likely to be 3 times more successful in closing that gap and getting to your dream level of health and changing those eating habits so you don't find yourself back where you are now. Okay, so what if-then planning is you've already got your list of triggers written down, so you know when it is you eat, you know when your weak spots are. So what you do is you write down another list of things you're going to do. So if I get bored and want to eat, then I will do this. So for example, if you're bored and you think, oh, all right, I'm going to eat something, it could be that rather than doing that, you put your favourite track on and you dance around the room. Could be as simple as that, just to break that pattern behaviour. You know, if I am feeling really down about it, I'm going to message a friend and tell her, or phone a friend. Okay, if I am about to eat my children's dinner, I am going to check my Facebook messages. Okay, if I feel like I want to eat in front of the television, then I will have a little walk around the house. Okay, or go for a walk outside. So you choose what those things are, but they need to be something that's going to stop you from just going, do you know what, I'm just going to eat these packet of biscuits. I'm just going to go off-piste. So these things will really help you. And I know some of the people that are following on at the moment, some people are doing this for the first time. Some people are, you know, teetering on the fence. They're doing a little bit, but maybe not all in, you know. And the reason you don't feel like you want to be all in, because you're looking at this massive gap and you're telling yourself that it's going to be too hard. Focus on the minute-to-minute things. Okay, and if you do fall off, that's okay. We're human and sometimes that happens. So you want to have a look at your list and go, oh, that went wrong. Why did that go wrong? Right, next time when I'm going to do that, if that happens, then I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to recap for you, okay? The first thing is to change your focus from the task of going from where you are today to being where you want to be in the future. Okay, the second thing you need to do is you need to adopt the 5-second rule, and when you find yourself cheating, when you find yourself slipping off that wagon, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're engaged here. Do not put that in your mouth. That's not when you're supposed to be eating, or not part of what you're doing. Okay, number 3 is to write your list of triggers down, the things that make you go wrong. Okay, so you are aware, you don't find yourself mindlessly eating something, you know, and go, oh gosh, why did I do that? Okay, so write that list down so you know you're aware of your weaknesses so that you can be there. Okay, and the fourth thing is to adopt if-then planning. Okay, so I wish you all the success. Do adopt these. They will absolutely help you, guaranteed. Okay, what you are doing now requires a huge amount of courage. So first of all, well done. Well done. You can absolutely do this. You absolutely can. And there are 4 things that are going to help you on your way. Lots of love. And if you found this is helping you, please like and share it with somebody that you think might benefit from it. Okay, bye.